Okay, we are back. Alright, Blackwing Library. The famous library holds one of the biggest collections of books in the field of demonology. Ooh. Scholars and monster hunters from all across Mendev and even other countries came here both to study the creatures of the abyss and to figure out how to deal with them. Visit the Blackwing Library. The reason we are here is because Story Hunter Bro is here. We've missed him. It's going to be fun seeing him again. But I'm going to guess that this bastard is not going to be voice acted. And he literally has the lore of the world. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Let's go in. Story Hunter Bro! What the hell is going on here?
I found... something.
Ooh. It's crazy that if you play this game, you're also given literally tons of books to read as well. Like, oh, they have slimy skin. Ugh. Padded armor of focus. Concentration checks. Shouldn't I give you this? Yeah. I should. Oh god, I bet he doesn't like this outfit. Wait, why doesn't he have... Oh my god, I didn't do that. Well, I could have sworn I gave that to him. He can't wear nothing. Alright, we really need to get him the mage armor spell. What? Oh, I get it. Okay, it's two-handed. You can go back to that, darling, because you're not on your horse. Okay. I wonder very quickly why these two... Oh, we only have one. Okay. Okay. Does it only have any teamwork feats? No. Not yet. But he has more int somehow? Okay. Great Library of Cornebus has been ravaged and wrecked in the most barbaric way. It seems that someone took reserved pleasure in smashing lamps and furniture to turn pages out of books. Bastards. Take it. What the hell? Watch that be the story book. Right, the storyteller. A stocky knight with a head of messy black hair stands before you. His armor is spattered with blood. He greets you with a deep, booming voice. The hefty crusader smiles merrily, paying no heed to the blood-curdling shrieks coming from the pyre. Oh, okay. I wasn't just wandering around, alright? I was busy. You know, fighting stuff. They burn well enough, don't they? Cursed traitors, Irilo's minions. These vermin infiltrated the Crusader forces and aided the demons from inside the city. But I caught them. I am Captain Shalib Sezamol, and these men are my subordinates. You don't know what you're about to do, but you are certain that it is right. Take a closer look at the ruthless Crusader. Caleb is talking too loudly, all while casting sidelong looks at you. You have seen similar behavior quirks before in liars. What happened to the library? Demons turned up and carried everything off. I wasn't here to see it myself. I was fighting in the square. These filthy traitors told me everything. My fist made them quite chatty. So what, you tortured them? Do you think those methods are worthy of a crusader? Under ordinary circumstances, no, but look around. The city is burning. Who are you punishing? Around you, the city is burning and ruined. So many innocent lives lost, and all because of abominations like these here. Cultists, heretics, and spies. Slipping into our ranks, carrying out the orders of their brutal masters. They want to give us over to the demons, just like Irilu did with Sakorus. They deserve to feel the flames licking at their legs. Do I have this? What the hell's a trickster mythic path? Given to the strange instinct. Put out those flames, I order you in the name of Baphomet. The words fly out of your mouth before you can even think them. Some gut instinct told you that this is precisely what needs to be said. And the words hit their target. The Crusaders jump in surprise and look at each other in terror. The corners of Daeran's mouth are twitching like he's struggling with all his might not to burst out laughing. Waldriff glares menacingly at Caleb. Didn't you know, mortal? We're everywhere. Sir, we didn't know you were one of us. You heard him. Put the flames out. What is this music? What's going on? An inexplicable feeling of rightness flows through you. You enjoy seeing the look of oafish terror on the faces of the Crusader and his lackey when you rebuke them for their feckleness. You blithering idiots! You cack-handed dimwits! You empty suits of armor! You watch in satisfaction as Caleb and his two lackeys rush to put out Alchemist's fire. Their armor becomes covered in soot, and welts rise in their skins from the flames. To come into another strange oratorical impulse, you chivvy them along with barked orders. Quickly, you worms! If you keep dawdling, I'll throw you into the furnace at the Grey Garrison. Caleb grunts in wordless terror and desperately fights the flames. Every so often he sends murderous looks at his associates, whom he has clearly already condemned to death. Whoever doesn't pull his weight is a dead man. I'll take the other two into Baphomet's forces. With a wary look in your direction, Caleb abandons his own attempts and turns his focus to thumping and kicking his subordinates to hurry them along. The method proves surprisingly effective and the flames begin to dwindle. Is this the poor bloody storyteller? The one on the left isn't pulling his weight. What? Listen to your gut. Stop wasting valuable fuel. If you like burning books, go rig the Grey Garrison library. Our enemies might try to sneak in there. Step to it. I do enjoy your sense of humor. It's quite fiery. Sorry, bud. I don't swing that way. Okay, say nothing. There's plenty more where that came from, sir. I'll do everything you've ordered, and just as soon as those Crusaders arrive, they'll be dead meat. I'll go make sure that we get another. Now make another 2 barrels of alchemist fire from the Grey Garrison storeroom. Things are going to burn right up in there. Oh god, what have I done? It said listen to your gut! A blind elf stands before you. He looks extremely strange. His face wears its years heavily, which is unusual for members of his race. Thinning grey hair, a ragged beard, sightless, milky eyes, pale, papery skin covered in age spots, spine curved by the passage of time. This is not how elves typically age. The youth that graces the faces of elves, even on their deathbed, has totally abandoned this decrepit specimen. Ooh, lovely. That is an elf with a beard. I guess the worst can be found even among the best. Hello, I am Storyteller, and I wish to thank my rescuers. That is you, if I am not mistaken. He was in Kingmaker. Storyteller? Ha! The first I've ever heard of a venerable old timer like that having a street name. Who are you? I prefer people to call me Storyteller. Very accurately describes the sphere of my occupations and interests. In most of the places I have been, I am known by that name. You have piqued my curiosity. Storyteller, are you a bard? If so, you should come perform at one of my parties instead of knocking about in this dusty library. A bard? In some sense, yes, but not the type of bard that performs at festivities. I think your guests would lose their appetite after hearing my tales. What a shame, and I was so hoping to wheel you out for my guests with your unusual appearance. You would have caused quite the scandal, but lugubrious bards. Lugubrious bards are of no use to me. Half the bards in the city are the same. Their repertoire is confined to the one about longing, the one that causes indigestion, and the one that's a complete waste of time. I mean, really, how is one supposed to host a party with that? How come you didn't burn in the fire? To tell the truth, I myself do not know. I felt the heat, it was so strong. I waited for the pain, the burning, but I was unscathed. The smoke nearly did finish me off. It may be some form of magical protection against fire, but I don't know by what means I have acquired it. Just another oddity for my complexion of the inexplicable. I want to talk to you about something. In thanks for my rescue, I of course will render you a service in return, whatever it may be. However, at this moment, I wish to be somewhere safer than the present surroundings. I'd be grateful if you could help me to a safe shelter of some kind. Typical, you do someone a good turn and instead of saying thank you, they just ask for more help. Shut the hell up, Waljiff. Go easy on the old elf. He's had a rough... Yeah, he just was burning alive in front of us, you idiot. He's had a rough go of it. Yeah, because we've had it so easy. We cannot help him. I can't remember how this guy talks. It was up to me, Grandfather Elf. I'd throw you over my shoulder and carry you out of here. This is no place for old folks. Okay, I'm taking you to the Defender's Heart. Please accept my sincerest thanks once again. And if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your younglings. One second. That's going to be amazing if we can teleport there. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. We're not doing that yet. We're going to...
Godspeed.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Some monstrously large demonic blade fell upon the library. Splitting the ruins in two and leaving an enormous black scar, it's possible that Discari himself was the one to destroy this building with his terrifying scythe, Riftcarver, who we have found out he made with the bones of his father. This Discari guy is sounding more badass and evil.
That is quite a discovery.
Lovely. Yeah, well, they don't need them anymore. Nice. I love me some secrets. Oh, it's a bloody quarterstaff. I was hoping it was like a wand or something.
I shine in all endeavors, even failed ones.
Can someone else do it? That's correct. This +1 quarterstaff adds +1 to the DC for all will saving throws against spells the wielder casts. Oh, hell yeah. So, for example... Is this a will saving throw? There you go. Pretty useful. Are these all my spells? Yes. Okay. We are going to give you that then. You don't really need to use your bow anymore because you've got Bone Shaker and stuff like that. You know, we'll figure it out. So what does the knife do again? The +1 dagger adds +1 to the DC for all saving throws against spells in the evocation school. The problem is with the evocation school is the enemy doesn't really need saving throws for it, right? See, he actually looks like a what's it called? Why can't I bloody take this off? Alright. It actually looks badass. Okay. This door's just... okay. Can we leave and come back here? Is the true question. We're gonna leave. No, I have to go to the bloody... oh my god, that's so stupid. I don't want to go there, bro. Ah, go on then. Do we load up? No, let's just go. I was gonna load and then do the area around it, but that's fine. We did a lot of exploring. Time to go back to Braveheart or whatever it's called. Alright, is anyone saying anything new? So you're Horgus' daughter. You discovered my most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gwyrm name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. I'll always be grateful to him. Oh, she said the same things. Okay, let's keep this our little secret. I assure you my father and I appreciate loyalty and decency for both myself and my father. I thank you for your understanding. I found a number of interesting implements and accessories in the Gwyrm mansion. How kind of you to share that you've gone through the Gwyrm's dirty laundry and drawn some bizarre conclusions. If you value my company, please refrain from making such insinuations in the future. God, she's annoying. Thornton, mate, you got anything new? I've seen how the other soldiers treat you. What about it? It was the most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time. No, I don't like that. Guilty or not, they have no right to treat you in that way. What rights does a traitor have? This guy made a horrible mistake and he's just living, you know. Can we not tell her we saw that stranger? Like, I'm surprised the conversation hasn't come up there. Okay, that's the scroll, bro. Here's Lan. There's Venus. Camellia. Who's this? Oh, it's Daeran. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to bloody go through all his lore. Okay. I might put a ton of stuff in there in a bit. God, this reminds me of Witcher music. Alright. What's this? Ooh! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that gets rid of all our shitty gear. That's so useful. Oh, it doesn't... Masterwork counts as... Oh, that's brilliant. We're selling everything that's blue, not blue. Except her cold iron rapier. I might keep that. Bro, I should have... If I started this game again, I would make a dual wielding, like... Probably barbarian. A dual wielding, like any weapon in each hand would be so fun, because we're getting such fun sounding single, just one arm weapons. Medium, light, medium, heavy, medium. What one's worth the most? This one's worth a lot. Am I bugging, or is it not that good? That's some good money, baby. Maybe it is good, but piercing armor? Oh, you know who this would be good for? Someone like you, Lan. Oh, okay. Isn't piercing, yeah, a bow and arrows. Thing is, none of them use armor. You want the concentration checks. You know what? I'm going to give that back to you. No, this is a 15 arcane spell. I don't think you're arcane, I think you're divine. I could sell that. That is a lot of money. Unless we get a... Oh, watch us get a bloody Kineticus. Oh, wait. No accessories? What the hell's the point then? Some of these wands could be useful. No, you really don't get any good stuff, mate, I'll be honest. They're not as good as you say they are. Oh, he's up! Damn, I thought I would do something. Leaving them two for last, because it's going to be a very long conversation. Spoke to Nenio, spoke to Lan. Speak to Seela. Anivia. What? I'm surprised you haven't joined our party or anything. How am I doing, Erebeth? I thank you for saving the Essene citizens of Canabras, even though not all of them deserve to be saved. What? May Omne forgive my words. She casts a meaningful look at Count Arendae, sitting at a nearby table. I don't really mean that, of course. I just never fail to be astounded by the way that good people seem to perish, while the not-so-good prove to be incredibly, amazingly enduring. What's the problem? Is there... What's your problem with that? I'm just going to call him Daeran. I know it's going to annoy people, but it's just a hilariously British name for an elf. It's probably Daeran. Is there bad blood between you two? Oh no, nothing like that. I think he dislikes all paladins equally. But the real question is, who does he like? Only his hangers-on, I'd wager. The Count has a certain reputation in Mendev. He's not a pleasant individual by any means, but he's not known for any particularly villainy either. The Count enjoys a life of leisure surrounded by a gaggle of sycophants who are always eager to badmouth the Queen at his command. He likes settling scores too. There was a hero of the First Crusade, Sir Lant, a kind and honest man. After the end of his glorious career as a soldier, he became a wise mentor to the younger generation. He ran afoul of the Count somehow, perhaps by lecturing him about his idle lifestyle. When Sir Lant died, the Count managed to buy a portion of his estate and ordered the knight's helmet to be reforged into a chamber pot. And of course, he didn't keep his little joke private. The Queen was particularly affronted by it because Sir Lant used to be her most loyal comrade in arms. I was there receiving an assignment from Her Majesty and witnessed the exact moment she found out about the helmet's fate. It's a small thing, but I could see the Queen's anguish. That's what our Count is like as a person. And as for a talent for survival, you know the story of Heaven's Edge? He was the only member of his family to escape with his life when the demons unleashed a magical plague at the Arendae state. Right, I'm taking a bite of my cake. And then we're reading this. Okay. Tell me more. Okay, it was his birthday. Grand feast. Everyone was there. Everyone died from a mysterious disease. Oh my god, there's no way he poisoned his whole family. He survived because of his healing ability, I suppose. He does possess an unusually brilliant talent. Why is he trying to provoke the Queen? The Count is Her Majesty's cousin. Twice removed or something like that. Bro, when are we going to meet the Queen? The Tower of Esperon has been cleared of demons. Great! The places where the demons have gathered need to be cleared one by one, then they won't be able to stab us in the back when we take on a great garrison. Thank you for your service. Alright.
We march ahead.
Oh, I know it's going to trigger people, but I don't care. Let me have a look at Ernie's stats. Oh, but if I respec Ernie, I've got to respec me. It's just annoying how his name's in caps. I know it's so small, but... Alright, let's level you guys up. She's a witch. Go with that. Probably allied spellcaster. Let's always check class specific first. What? So she has no witch stuff? Alright, let's check range. He's got precise shot, which is good. Yeah, we'll get allied spellcaster. Yeah, she's our necromancy girl. Damn. Alright. Wait, is that close? Oh, it is close. How do I undo the spell? Let me just click on it. Close, close. That's touch range. That'll be useless. Nobody has hypnotism. I nearly got it on Waldjif. She's got burning hands. Cool. We could get a snowball. You know what? We'll make her our summoner as well. If we ever use her, of course. So we'll get her that summon the dead moon. We're definitely getting her bone shaker here. It's such a good spell. Oh! Scorching Ray and Burning Arc. Lovely. So she likes fire. What a level for her. Holy crap. I know it's going to annoy people, but I really should. No, screw it. Ernie's being all caps. You know, I was so close to getting a cleric from him. Alright, she's just a normal wizard. What does she get? 5th level, whenever the scroll savant uses a scroll, he calculates the DC for any spell it contains using his intelligence modifier instead of the minimum modifier. Okay. I think we get allied spellcaster here as well. Just a great spell. Or a great feat. You're our CC, lass. But I've never seen anything like Battering Blast. Wait, some of these are new. Ooh, Fireball. Oh, haste, for sure. Stinking Cloud is so good. Protection from arrows, communal. Holy crap, level 3 spells are insane. That is a really good buff. I'm gonna hope what's her name gets this next though. Miller. This bonus does not allow a weapon to bypass damage reduction. What's the point of that? Why is it called Greater Magic Weapon? Costs an hour as well. What's Blink? Pretty good. Okay, like pushes them back. You know what? Fireball. Just can't go wrong. Haste and Fireball. Amazing spells. She's weird. She barely gets any spells. Oh, no. I remember now why she never got any spells. I remembered now. Because I never done her spells. Alright, let's get rid of sleep because it's trash. Let's make her a summoner. Actually, no. Magic Missiles is too good. I'm actually fine with that. We want her to be the CC girl. Oh, it's actually perfect that I got this then. Wait, what is your favourite school? Oh, for God's sakes. So, illusion. So, okay. For her then, we go here. What's an illusion spell? Let's go. That's an illusion. There we go. Get that. God, that's too good though to get rid of. No, I'm keeping it as a scroll. Sorry, love. Because I'm not bringing her with me anyway. Yeah, it's too good as a spell. So, she's fine like that. We never tested his thingy moves. You can free up some slots here because we're not going to use bless on you. You're a blessed guy, right? Yeah, here you're only pretty much going to use bless unless you're going to use cure light wounds. Yeah, you probably would actually. And here you use bone shaker and a line weapon. We can get rid of some of these. Let's give her... Cause it to become shaking? It's not very good. Oh, that's really good to defend us against confusion. Summons on you. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. That's everyone. Honestly, yeah. That Veil of Heavens is too good. Alright. That's everyone spoken to. Here we go. The very sight of these walls brings back fond memories of drink and revels. People say that you're deliberately trying Queen Galfrey's patience. Is that true? Does it even matter? All of Mendevian high society has declared war on me. They would despise me and they're trying to steer me back into the right path, and I'm doing everything in my power to keep them on their toes. I relish the prospect of all the fun this mess in Canibris will bring. I shall either commission a song about the great Canibris fiasco, or confuse the jewelers with a rather tall order. Batch of silver dragon toys with detachable heads. Give me a week and they'll be in every shop in the capital. The heroic dragon who died for our future deserves respect, not your mockery. You should make sure it's really easy to rip the wings off your dragon trinket as well. Kids are going to love it. So be it. From now on, you are my muse. No. Okay, I'm not going to read everything. So, focus, guys. Alright, I'd like to talk about life in Mendev. I will sum it up. Ask them all years. What's your opinion on Mendev? He's basically saying it's got more strangers or outsiders than, you know. You know, no more traditions and stuff. And people are forgetting the old legends. Okay. You don't really like Crusaders, do you? What a weird guy. This guy really likes tormenting people. Or teasing, I guess is the best way. Basically, he's annoyed that he had to like live up to his name and stuff, and this guy just wants to have fun and stuff. He didn't like people fussing over him and stuff. What do you think of your enemies? The demons or their followers? Okay. So he isn't stupid. He doesn't understand why people would, you know, join Discari. Tried to recruit me twice already. I'm not even that old. First, a very pretty tiefling girl tried to seduce me. Okay. What made you join my party? When you appeared at my door out of nowhere, washed with bravery and heroism, and started tossing demons around like ragdolls. I thought that your company might be more exciting than my usual crowd. You seemed competent and mysterious at the same time, so I decided that a little demon hunting wouldn't hurt, especially with such an intriguing entourage. Needless to say, I'm not here for long. I shall return to the capital, or even one of my country estates, as soon as we reclaim the city. No, bro, you're a healer. I need you. Hopefully it's just saying that. This is not for life for me, but I'll certainly remember you and our adventures together for a week or perhaps even longer than that. Nah, man. Don't do this to me, game. May I ask you a few personal questions? I've heard stories about the tragedy that befell your family. He's saying it's demons who are to blame. It's not like I actually loved any of my relatives except for my mother, but what's gone is gone. What do you cherish most in life? But I might be one of the most life-loving people you've ever known. His eyes are gleaming with something different from his usual impudence and irony. There's a dreamy air about him. I rarely meet anyone who embraces the joys of living as enthusiastically as myself. There are so many exciting and beautiful things in the world that should be illegal to waste your time on anything you do not enjoy. Huh. What do you hate the most? The feeling of helplessness, the lack of control over my own life. And onion rings, of course. I'd murder the person who came up with those abominations. You don't seem especially keen on helping people, but your knowledge of healing is truly impressive. What prompted your interest in that? If you really want to try out everything life has to offer, you also have to understand how to deal with the consequences. And I'm not talking about a simple hangover, mind you. That's fair enough. Got any good stories? Since you asked, I suppose the worst mess I've ever got into was when I staged my own kidnapping. I was once in correspondence with one of the Riverland nobles, the young Lord Levida, and he told me about his days as a hostage. This made me wonder what it would be like, and I thought it might be fun to set up a little experiment. I engineered my own kidnapping by a certain gang through a chain of intermediaries and hired actors. Those fellows took the job very seriously. They caught me by surprise, killed my 2 bodyguards, and even tied me up. Of course, the whole thing seems preposterous now, but it seemed like an ingenious idea at the time. The employers had told the kidnappers that they were to keep me safe and sound, and another group of mercenaries in disguise was watching the spectacle from afar, ready to interfere in case anything went wrong. Turned out to be a terrible idea, nonetheless. It wasn't the least bit fun or exciting. Sure, those bandits had been able to torture or hurt me physically in any way, but they had plenty of other non-evasive methods of humiliations in their arsenal. taking almost all your clothes off and splashing ice-cold water all over you, for example. Ugh, I can't even remember if I said anything truly offensive to provoke them. Even though I initially planned to let them go after the ransom, their overly emotional reactions made me change my mind. I told my mercenaries to hang them all on the spot. I suppose the whole ordeal taught me a valuable lesson, which is that I am not built for hardships and trials. What the hell? Oh, this guy is so weird. Wait, you just told me that a couple of your bodyguards died during the staged kidnapping. Does that mean 2 innocent people lost their lives so that you could have a bit of fun? Oh, spare me. It irks me beyond all measure when I hear about the suffering of innocents. Yes, they died. Guarding nobles is a dangerous job. They were well aware of the risk. I don't really see a problem with that. Besides, they proved their incompetence. They would have stood no chance against real kidnappers. I'd say life's too short not to try everything you can. I should console myself with that thought. That was a stupid story, and now I'll tell you a truly brilliant one. Oh god, here we go. Holrun had always strictly prohibited any public celebrations in Canibus, and he always picked on me for my lack of respect for the fallen and whatnot. His grumbling annoyed me so much that one day I drove 4 barges into the city's harbour and set up a celebration on their decks. The ships on the river didn't fall under the prelate's jurisdiction, you see, so all he could do was snarl at me from the embankment. I, for one, did not forget the old boy. The main attraction of the festivities involved an inquisitive yeoman dancing and roasting beautiful witches on illusory bonfires, taking off his clothes with every new victim. The spectacle was so heated in every sense of the word that the prelate almost had a stroke. I still consider that one of my finest ideas of all time. Should the Crusaders ever succeed in their efforts against the World Wound, I will do my utmost to get permission to hold a grand public celebration. Rivers of wine free of charge, an obligatory parade and a carnival in the evening. A contest for the most provocative succubus costume with a hefty prize in gold. Another contestant where the participants have to fish a sausage out of a wine jar blindfolded with their hands tied behind their back. The wine will symbolise the blood of all the dead heroes of the war, and the sausage, well, they'll find a heroic meaning for that as well. Over the years, the commemoration of the greatest victory of light over darkness will turn into an ordinary holiday. A fine excuse to get sloshed and rut like animals in the streets. You enjoy being mean to everyone? Yes. And here I thought you were hurling insults at people purely by accident. I like your way with words. What did you expect of me to say if I wanted to make a good impression? Something along the lines of, I'm not mean, I'm just being honest. That's what people use as an excuse when they want to keep up their saccharine facade, while still saying whatever nasty little thoughts spring to mind. Not what I do, I have no hidden agenda. I'm just as much of an insufferable prick as I seem to be. Some people are simply begging for a good dose of mockery. So who am I to deny them? I don't give a damn if anyone holds a grudge against me, which is why I don't even try to avoid it. Jeez. Yeah, okay, I should go. Goodbye. You're so lucky you're a healer, bro. He's so lucky he's a healer. What a douchebag. You scumbag. Alright, let's get some bloody long-ass lore.